Wow, self-love. What a huge topic this one is, and what a journey it's going to be. Returning to that state of self-love. And self-love is definitely that one crucial element that was lacking in your education through your kindergarten years, your high school years, through the home, not being taught it from our parents, purely for the simple fact that they weren't taught it themselves in their own upbringing. But in my opinion, the lack of self-love is the primary reason why we have disease in the world, why we experience pain and heartache, why things like disease and suicide and depression and anxiety even exist in the first place. Because ultimately, you are pure love. That is all you are. You are pure perfection, including all your flaws. All your flaws are actually perfect, and it's only the ego that separates us from that, that unwavering belief, that deep inner knowing that you are pure love. And therefore, all that you have to give is love, and that all there is love, and that you, just purely by being you, is enough. Okay? That's what self-love is. It's loving yourself unconditionally through all your flaws, no matter what size you are on the scales, no matter how much money you make, no matter how many friends you have, no matter any circumstance in your life. Loving yourself unconditionally and moving away from judgment. That is self-love. And journeying back to that truth, because that is all there is, and like I said, it's only the ego that separates you from that truth, really is about overcoming all the obstacles, all the stories and all the programming and all the conditioning that we have picked up along the years through society, through our home, through schooling, through the education system, where we've learnt to make comparisons, where we've learnt to compare ourselves to other people or other standards that we haven't come up to. And then from that moment, we've made that decision to say, well, I'm not good enough. What my effort wasn't good enough. I'm not enough, and therefore I'm not lovable, and I'm not worthy of love. Your outer world is always a reflection of your inner world. So when you can love yourself unconditionally, only then can the people around you, including your lover, your children, your family, your work colleagues, only then can they also accept you for who you are and love you unconditionally. And the most important thing to keep in mind when it comes to self-love is that other people's judgments never ever matter unless you actually agree with them and believe in what they're judging you. People will only ever mirror what you internally believe about yourself. So if you're walking around saying, oh my God, I'm fat, I'm ugly, I hate my body, you will get random people making comments about your weight, which will make you feel terrible. And they're merely only reflecting your inner world and what you believe about yourself. And, we've all heard these things, fake it till you make it. And you see, women, for example, who are larger size, but they love themselves and they look sexy. They look feminine and they look beautiful, no matter the fact that they might be size 18 to 24 or beyond. When they're embodying that self-love and accepting who they are and their size exactly, they radiate an inner beauty. And that is what self-love is. And it's not just about your physical appearance. It's about loving yourself enough, the wrinkles that you may have, your health issues that you may have, even loving and accepting you on those days where you don't have enough energy or as much energy as you would like to carry out your day-to-day basis. So really learning to love yourself is pretty much like learning a whole new language. It is a big thing, but it doesn't have to be a hard thing. And it's just a matter of making the decision right here and right now that I'm going to attempt to love myself and just dropping all the stories that say I'm not good enough. So I want you to enjoy this process, enjoy the activities and the things that I set for you through this process. This really is a journey, and it's going to take time to master for some people, but all you need to do is keep showing up and keep practicing and keep catching yourself in those moments when you're noticing yourself, judging yourself, comparing yourself to other people, and not loving yourself wholly and completely. Because when we love ourselves, we accept ourselves wholly. We forgive ourselves wholly, and we drop all the judgments. And it's such a beautiful process. And your whole life and everything in your world will change around you when you can learn to love yourself unconditionally.